Hello there, I'm Sally. Welcome back to English Talk with Sally. If you're watching this video, you might feel like you're starting from scratch with your English. Maybe you're studying at home, listening a lot, watching a lot, but everything seems to stay exactly where it started. I know that feeling. That feeling when you open an English video and all you hear are sounds moving as fast as music. You can't catch a single word. You look at people around you speaking English fluently and you wonder, will I ever be like them? Is English only for special people? For smart people? Am I just too slow? You are not alone. Today I want to tell you something. This video is a safe space just for you. Here, you are allowed to be a beginner. You are allowed to learn slowly. You are allowed to make mistakes. Because I was once exactly where you are right now. A few years ago, I used to sit in a dark room at 4 a.m., looking at an English test paper and feeling completely hopeless. Even though I tried so hard, my listening score always stayed at a 3 or a 4. Back then, I just wanted to turn off the alarm and give up on everything. I felt tired and discouraged because I thought I was moving too slowly compared to everyone else. But then, a tiny idea changed my entire journey. That idea was very simple. Sally, you don't need to be fluent today. You only need to take one very small step. Slow is safe. Slow is real. Slow still moves you forward. Please, repeat this with me as an affirmation for your heart. Slow is safe. Slow is real. Slow still moves you forward. In this long video, I'm not just going to talk about theories. I'm going to give you a specific key, the 5-5-5 routine. This is a routine that takes exactly 15 minutes a day. It's designed specifically for busy people, for those working night shifts, those living and working far from home, or those taking care of their families but still dreaming of learning English. I'm also giving you a 0-30-90-day roadmap, so you'll know exactly what to do at every stage. And most importantly, I've prepared a PDF resource containing all the sentences and exercises from this video. You can download it, print it out, and study whenever you want. You won't have to learn aimlessly alone anymore. You might feel like you're at 0, but today, that 0 is going to start moving. Not with a giant leap, but with small, warm, and steady footsteps. We aren't going to learn the old way, the way that makes you feel like English is a burden or just homework and dry exams. Here, with me, English will become a friend. A patient friend who is always waiting, ready to teach you something new every day. Now, let's put all the pressure aside. Take a deep breath. We're going to start building your very first habit to move past that stuck at 0 feeling right now. The first issue we need to face is the fear called 0. Let's dive deep into calming your mind and discover why learning slow is actually the secret key to success. Do you ever feel a little stupid when you listen to English? It's like listening to music that's playing way too fast and you can't catch even one word. You feel lost and sometimes you feel ashamed. I've been exactly where you are. I used to download every learning app and subscribe to dozens of Speak Like a Native channels. But the result was always a big round 0. If you feel this way, I want to say, you are perfectly normal. Listen closely to this. Slow is safe. Slow is real. Slow still moves you forward. Don't be afraid of being slow. Only be afraid of stopping. Your progress is growing quietly, like a tree under the soil. You are moving, even if you don't feel it right now. The biggest mistake we make when starting is thinking we have to study a lot. You think you need to sit at a desk for 2 hours, learn dozens of words, and solve pages of grammar rules. But for someone at level 0, That's like trying to jump over a mountain. Today, I want to give you a new mindset. You don't need a giant leap. You only need one small step. What does one small step mean? It means that today, you only need to pick one very easy video with a very slow voice. You listen to exactly one sentence. Then, you press pause and repeat that sentence. That's it. Don't worry if your voice isn't perfect or your pronunciation isn't great. The moment you repeat that sentence, you are no longer at zero. You have started moving. Remember, one small step every day is enough to change the whole journey. You don't need to change your whole life to learn English. You only need to change 15 minutes of your day. I call this the 5-5-5 routine. It's a method that even the busiest learners can do and see real progress. We're going to divide these 15 minutes into 3 tiny moments tied to your schedule. Morning, 5 minutes. Right when you wake up or while having your morning tea, open a short English video and just listen. You don't need to understand every word. Just let your ears get used to the rhythm. Afternoon, 5 minutes. During your lunch break or while walking, pick 5 sentences from that video and repeat them. You can whisper them or say them in your head. This is how you sharpen your articulation. Night, 5 minutes. Before going to bed, open your small notebook and write just one line. It could be 2 sentences you learned and 1 sentence about how you feel today. Don't underestimate these 15 minutes. Every day you do this, you are laying another brick to build an English house inside your mind. Your progress might be growing silently, like a tree taking deep roots into the ground. A simple routine like this will let English slide into your life naturally. But for the next step, how do you know you're choosing the right partner, the right material, so you never feel discouraged? One of the biggest reasons we quit is that we choose the wrong partner. You try to read big newspapers or thick novels because you think that is real studying. But what's the result? You feel tired, you feel not good enough, and you close the book. I want you to change your perspective. Stop seeing English as a heavy school subject with exams. See English as a patient friend. A good friend will never yell at you or force you to run fast when you're just learning to walk. So pick books and stories that are actually at your current level. These might be thin children's storybooks with lots of pictures and very short sentences. Don't feel ashamed of reading children's books. That isn't a step backward. It's a smart choice. When you read a page and understand 80% of it, your heart feels light. You'll smile and think, "Hey, I can do this." In that moment, English has become a kind friend, always ready to teach you new things in the gentlest way. Let those little stories be the safe space where you grow every day. Once you've found the right material, the next step is to take this friend for a walk throughout your day. Would you believe you can learn English even while brushing your teeth? Do you ever feel tired of translating from your native language to English in your head before you speak? I have a secret for you. The only way to stop that mental translation is to force your brain to start with English during the smallest tasks. Don't wait for an important conversation to speak. Start right now in your own room. When you're brushing your teeth, say it in your head or whisper, "I am brushing my teeth." When you're making a hot cup of tea, say, "I am making tea." Or when you're walking to the store, think, "I am walking to the store." These are very simple present tense and present continuous sentences. They are short, but they are powerful. They train your brain to get used to thinking in English without any effort at all. Remember this little reminder from me. Every step is a sentence. Every sentence is practice. Don't worry if you forget or if you mix languages sometimes. That is completely normal. Just try again the next day. After a few weeks, you'll see something magical happen. English thoughts will start coming to you naturally, without you even trying. Every step is a sentence. Every sentence is practice. I am brushing my teeth. I am making tea. I am walking. Now that your brain is getting used to thinking, it's time to improve your articulation to be more flexible and strong. Are you ready to become a shadow of native speakers? Do you know why we sometimes know the words and the grammar, but when we speak, it feels so awkward? It's because the muscles in your mouth and tongue aren't used to English yet. Think of practicing speaking like going to the gym. We need to train our mouth muscles to become stronger. The technique I want to share with you is shadowing. Shadowing simply means you become a shadow of the speaker. You listen and repeat immediately, almost at the same time as the speaker. It's very easy to do. Find a short video with a very slow and clear voice. Put on your headphones to hear every sound clearly. Listen to one sentence and try to say it with the exact same rhythm as that person. In the beginning, your tongue might feel tired, or you might not be able to keep up with the speaker's speed. That is perfectly normal. You can press pause as many times as you want. I only ask you to do this for 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes. But every day, your mouth will slowly become more flexible, and your pronunciation will become as smooth as water. Pick a slow video. Listen and repeat at the same time. Just 5 minutes a day. Once your mouth gets used to the rhythm, the next thing I want you to do is bravely face your own real voice. Are you ready to spend exactly 1 minute recording your progress? I know, listening to your own voice on a recording can feel very strange, maybe even a bit embarrassing. Many of us say things like, "Oh, my voice sounds so bad," or "My pronunciation is all wrong." But my friend, this is exactly how we get comfortable hearing yourself speak. I have a challenge for you. Every day, spend exactly 1 minute recording your voice speaking English. Don't worry about grammar. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Just talk about anything. What you ate today, how the weather is, or how you're feeling right now. When you press stop and listen back, it's not a test. It's the very first step towards seeing yourself grow. But recording alone isn't enough to surround your life with English. I have another little tip that I used myself. Change the language on your phone and computer to English. At first, you might be a little scared because of all the new words on your screen. But remember, one small change helps you surround yourself with the language. Every time you unlock your phone, instead of seeing familiar words, you'll see settings, messages, battery. When your eyes see these words dozens of times every day, your brain will automatically start seeing them as friends instead of strangers. English isn't just a dry subject anymore. It's become a part of your daily habits. Believe me, 1 minute of recording a day and one setting change on your phone will create progress you never expected. When talking about turning strange words into friends, record 1 minute daily. Phone settings. Change to English. 1 minute is enough. One setting changes everything. Recording and changing your phone settings helps us live in English. But to really feel the rhythm and emotion, we need to learn how to read little stories and start tiny conversations with ourselves. I know many of you are afraid of reading English books. You see a page full of words and feel exhausted immediately. But remember the patient friend I mentioned earlier. We aren't trying to read a whole novel. We're just reading a short, very simple story. I have a secret for you. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is like watering a plant. The more you water it, the stronger it grows. Try this formula. The first time, read very slowly. You might feel tired and have to look up new words. That's okay. The second time, read that same story again. This time, you'll notice you're reading a little faster and understanding more. And by the third time, everything will feel easy. You'll feel like you're reading in your own native language. This feeling will bring you hope. Once you feel comfortable with the story, step in front of a mirror. Don't be afraid because there's only you and your reflection. I call this mirror talk. In this conversation, you are the teacher and you are also the student. Look into the mirror, smile, and ask yourself, "Hello, Sally. How are you today?" Then you answer yourself, "I am fine, thank you. Today I studied English." Just 3 to 5 minutes a day in front of the mirror. These minutes will give you power. Your brain will start to trust your mouth. You'll realize that you can make sentences, you can ask, and you can answer. Finally, try a micro conversation, a tiny conversation. Just 2 questions and 2 simple answers. For example, "What are you doing?" "I'm reading a story." "Is the story good?" "Yes, it's very interesting." These tiny Q&A games will make your thinking faster. Gradually, you won't need to translate from your native language anymore. English will become your default. Read slow. Understand. Read again. Feel faster. Read third time. Easy and natural. Mirror talk. Be the teacher and the student. 3 to 5 minutes daily. Now you're not just listening and reading, you've started to speak. But to make this journey even safer, we need a small group, a place where mistakes are welcomed like friends. You've started reading, and you've started talking to yourself in the mirror. But I know that studying alone can sometimes feel very lonely. There will be days when you feel discouraged, and English feels like a mountain that's too high to climb. That is why we need a small study group. This isn't a crowded classroom with dozens of strangers. I want you to find just 1 or 2 like-minded friends. It could be a close friend, a busy colleague like you, or even a small group on social media. In this small group, we have a golden rule. No laughing at mistakes. We can laugh together, but we never laugh at each other. When you say a word wrong, that friend will patiently correct you, and you will do the same for them. Remember, in this group, you are safe. Mistakes are not the enemy. Mistakes are the teachers that help us improve. There is a secret I've learned. Helping others is the fastest way to learn. When you explain a simple vocabulary word to a new beginner, or share a great sentence you just learned, your brain remembers it twice as deeply. Don't wait until you're good to help. Share even when you only know a few simple sentences. And the final habit to keep this journey sustainable is writing every day. As I mentioned in the 5-5-5 routine, the night before bed is when we wrap everything up. Write exactly 3 sentences in your small notebook. Sentence 1. One thing you achieved. Blah, blah. Today I listened to an English video for 5 minutes. Sentence 2. One thing you felt. Blah, blah. I feel happy because I understood the main idea. Sentence 3. An encouraging word for tomorrow. Blah, blah. Tomorrow I will continue, little by little. Don't try to write long essays or fancy sentences. Keep it very simple and clear. When you compare today's entry with an entry from a month ago, you'll see the magic. The sentences will be smoother, the vocabulary more natural. That notebook is the living proof that you are no longer at zero. Celebrate those small wins. Every day you do this is a brave step forward. I want you to remember this mantra. 1 friend, 1 group, 1 notebook. No laughing at mistakes. Help each other to learn. Daily writing. 3 sentences only. Celebrate small wins. A safe group and a journal will be wonderful companions. But to truly bathe yourself in English, we need a smarter listening system. I'll show you how to listen even when you're at your busiest. When you first start, English is like a heavy rainstorm. It hits you fast and hard, leaving you soaked but unable to feel anything. But today, I want to show you the most pleasant way to bathe in English. We aren't just going to sit in one spot to listen. We're going to fill your home with English. To do this, we need two types of habits: active listening and passive listening. First, active listening. Just 5 minutes every morning. Instead of trying to understand every single word, use the 3-step cycle I designed just for you. Round 1. Feel the rhythm. Just listen without looking at subtitles. Let your brain get used to the sounds. Round 2. Catch. Keywords. Try to catch the simplest words you know. Don't worry about the hard ones. Round 3. Listen and repeat. Now, look at the subtitles and repeat a few short sentences. Second, passive listening. English in every moment. This is when you turn English into the background music of your life. You can play a simple podcast, some gentle English songs, or even a cartoon while you're cooking, cleaning the house, or walking to the store. I recommend cartoons because the voices are usually very clear and the sentences are extremely simple. Or listen to songs with a melody you love. Don't force yourself to understand. Just let those sounds enter your ears gently. Remember, every sound you hear is practice. When you do this consistently, a miracle happens. One morning you'll wake up and find English words popping into your head naturally. That's when your brain has truly befriended English. Don't rush. Just let yourself be bathed in this gentle English rain, a little bit every day. Active listening, 5 minutes. Just listen. Catch key words. Repeat small sentences. Passive listening. Music, cartoons, podcasts. Do it while cooking, cleaning, walking. Now that your ears are used to the rhythm, our mouth muscles need a stronger wake-up call. Next, I'll show you how to increase your speaking minutes so you can reach real fluency sooner. You've been listening a lot, and now it's time to turn those sounds into your own words. Many of you ask me, Sally, how can I speak fluently? The answer isn't in a magic secret. It's in the number of minutes you actually open your mouth to speak every day. For slow and busy learners, I've designed a very simple speaking minutes system. Remember this formula: 1 video, 1 mirror, 1 small talk. First, 5 minutes of shadowing every day. Pick a short video and repeat after the speaker like a shadow. Don't worry about mispronouncing things. Think of this as training your mouth muscles to be stronger. When you repeat many times, sentences will start to flow out of your mouth as naturally as water. Second, 1 minute of mirror talk. Just stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself for 60 seconds. Tell your reflection about your day, or simply praise yourself for trying. This is a 100% safe space to build trust between your brain and your mouth. Finally, 1 small conversation every week. Find a friend or a small group like the one I mentioned earlier. Just 5 to 10 minutes exchanging the simplest questions and answers about life. Don't wait until you're perfect to speak. Speaking with mistakes is much better than staying silent with a bunch of perfect grammar stuck in your head. Remember, fluency isn't about speaking fast. Fluency is when you feel comfortable with what you're saying. When your heart relaxes, your brain works much better. Speaking minutes, 5 minutes. Shadowing, muscle training. 1 minute, mirror talk, build confidence. 1 small talk per week, real practice. 1 video, 1 mirror. 1 small talk. Now that your lips are becoming flexible, let your hands help anchor what you've learned. I'll show you how to turn simple children's stories into natural, inspiring, long sentences. As your lips get flexible with shadowing and mirror talk, Let your hands help anchor that knowledge deeper into your mind. Do you know why I always encourage you to read children's stories? Because the language there is pure and gentle. We don't read to get information. We read to feel the structure. Use the rule of 3 I shared. Read a short story 3 times. Time 1, to understand. Time 2, to get used to it. Time 3, to love it. By the 3rd time, those long sentence structures won't feel overwhelming anymore. You'll start to see why they used this word instead of that one. And this is where your notebook speaks up. In the final 5 minutes of the 5-5-5 method, do your write 3 sentences habit. Don't try to write anything high level. Start by copying one sentence you liked best from the story you just read. Then, try to change one word in that sentence to make it your own. For example, if the story says, "The cat is sleeping on the mat," you could write, "I am sitting on the chair." The real magic happens at the end of every week. Spend 10 minutes looking back at your first pages. When you compare those short, clumsy lines from day 1 with the longer, smoother sentences you're writing today, you'll see the truth. You are growing, little by little. That is your proof of progress. A blank page is no longer a fear. It's a mirror reflecting your effort and persistence. Never underestimate the power of 3 sentences every night. Remember, 1 story, 1 pen, 1 change. Writing habit, 5 minutes. Copy 1 favorite sentence. Change 1 word to make it yours. Review every Sunday. Slow is safe. Writing is growing. Writing and reading help us build our inner foundation. But for English to truly become a part of your breath, we need to turn the space around you into a silent teacher. You have your 15-minute habit, and you have your journal. Now, I want to help you turn your home into a silent teacher that reminds and cheers you on every moment. We are building a classroom without walls. The first step is incredibly simple. Pick 8 common objects in your house. It could be the mirror, the fridge, or the bedroom door. Use small sticky notes and write their English names on them. Every time you touch the doorknob, your eyes will see the word door. Every time you open the fridge, you'll see fridge. You don't need to try to memorize them. Your environment is teaching you silently. When your eyes see it enough times, your brain will automatically remember it without any pressure. I know, sometimes talking to yourself in the mirror or whispering while cooking makes you feel a little weird. Maybe your family will look at you and ask, "What are you doing?" I want to tell you, you are not crazy. In fact, all the most successful language learners have talked to themselves like that. It's the only way to get used to your own voice. Don't fear judgment. In the safe space of your own home, you have the right to experiment, to fail, and to grow. You are not crazy. You are growing. Finally, keep your goals micro. Don't promise to learn 100 words a week. Promise me you will review for 10 minutes every Sunday. Sit down, open your journal, and look at those 8 labeled objects. If you already remember fridge, take that sticky note down and put it on a new object. The feeling of taking a note down because you know it is a huge joy. It's proof that you're progressing, step by step, slow but never stopping. Remember, the right mindset is more important than speed. Environment settings. Label 8 objects. Use sticky notes. Review 10 minutes on Sunday. Mistakes are teachers. Setting up your environment and your mindset will keep you steady on this journey. But an important question is, after 3 months of doing this consistently for 15 minutes a day, what will you achieve? Let's explore the 90-day roadmap and receive the final special gift of this video. We have come a long way together in this video. I am so proud of you because you're still here, still listening, and still hungry for change. You see, English isn't a scary monster. It's just a new friend waiting for you to get to know them, little by little. To make sure you don't feel lost when this video ends, I've prepared a 90-day roadmap for you. This is your compass to know exactly where you are on your journey from zero to fluency. Look at this map. Stage 1, days 1 through 7, waking up your ears. In the first week, your only job is to listen. Let English saturate your living space using passive listening and 5 minutes of active listening every morning. Don't try to understand, just listen. Stage 2, days 8 through 30, building muscle. This is when we bring shadowing and mirror talk into our lives. You start opening your mouth, repeating short sentences, and getting used to your own voice. Stage 3, days 31 through 90, natural flow. You start writing 3 sentences every night and doing those tiny micro conversations. At this point, English words will start to flow out without you having to translate in your head. I know, remembering everything we talked about today is a challenge. So, I have a special gift for you, a gift from my heart. I've put all these sample sentences, the 555 habits, and this roadmap into a completely free PDF resource. You can download it through the link in the description or the pinned comment of this video. Print it out, stick it in your workspace, or keep it by your bed. Every day you finish your 15 minutes, put a little check mark on it. Those check marks are your brave footsteps. My dear friend, the journey from zero to fluent isn't measured by speed. It's measured by persistence. I don't need you to run fast. I only need you to never stop. Please remember, slow is safe. Slow is real. Slow still moves you forward. Thank you for allowing me and English Talk with Sally to be a part of your growth. If this video helped you feel more at peace, please share it with a friend who is also stuck at zero, just like we used to be. Don't forget to subscribe so we can meet again in our next safe spaces. Goodbye for now, and I'll see you in tomorrow's 15 minutes, little by little. Slow is safe.